What's up guys, Ryan here. Today I'm going to talk about April 2019's passive income report, which was the 25th month of my journey. So on the month, I generated $10,830.80 of Amazon FBA profit, which was a big bounce back from the month before. Amazon merch brought in $1,063.34 of royalties. Dropship print on demand generated $1,969.33 of profit, and Google Ads brought in $139.34 of profit. Let's get into the numbers. So with Amazon FBA, I did 2,825 sales, generating $57,933.73 of revenue on the month, which I kept $10,830.80 as profit. This was about an 18% profit margin, and my profit to date in 2019 was $21,625.98. So the big story here is that it was a bounce back from the month before, from March. In March, in my income report, if you watched that, I shared that I was liquidating a lot of SKUs that were not as profitable. Sometimes Amazon will invite you to participate in outlet deals, which is basically like a free lightning deal. And you have to discount your products, but in doing so, you are able to move them very quickly, to sell them very quickly. And I took advantage of that opportunity on a couple different SKUs and ended up actually like losing a couple $100 on the month in March. So this was a big bounce back. Basically went from losing, I think, $500 to making $10,830. You know, it feels good to bounce back and know that you're still operating a strong business here. So that happened, and with that money freed up, I was able to research additional products to launch, and I have one that actually just went live as of recording this, so I'll catch you guys up when the time comes, but I'm excited for that. And also, I had a new product that received 4 complaints on the first 14 orders. I might have mentioned this in the past, but this new product, when I ordered the sample, it looked great. It was great. The sample was great. So I did a relatively small test order. Between the product and shipping, I'm in for about $2,000, which, you know, it sucks if that's like my first product ever to launch on Amazon. Like $2,000, yeah, it's a lot. But when you're like generating a good amount of money, like $10,000, $10,800 on the month of profit, and then you want to spend $2,000 launching a new product, testing the market, it's not that risky. But the bulk order for this product that I launched, they left a protective film on the window that was built into the product. And yeah, had a really negative impact on the conversion rate, as you would imagine, because people received it, and not even the conversion rate, but like the return rate. Sorry, people would receive it and they'd return it because it looks unfinished. And so I had to update my product listing with like a big yellow like exclamation point saying, hey, it's got a protective film on the glass, like just peel it off. But it's just not a good look, you know, it's not a good look. And so this product is struggling to say the least, guys. But I mean, this is why like you test the market. You don't go all in and place massive orders with your first order. You know, slowly ease your way into things so that if this happens, you're not out a ton of money. So this is I've never had this issue before. So this is like a first time thing for me where the supplier kind of did me dirty. They didn't think they were doing anything wrong, by the way. They thought that this made sense. But sometimes you got to tell your suppliers that you're selling direct to customers, so it needs to be like pristine and ready to be received by the customer. That tell them there's no middleman that's gonna like open the products and peel off protective layers of film. All right. So that was pretty much it. Here's the chart of my best-selling SKUs on the month. My top selling SKU generated $4,485 of profit. Second best seller generated $1,700 of profit, and my third best seller generated $1,685. The rest were kind of mixes of a couple $100, like less than $1,000 profit though. Here's my campaign manager statistics from Seller Central. Spent $1,475 on advertising, generated 262 orders. This was the orders led to $6,131.31 of revenue for a 24% advertising cost of sale. So this is not bad. I mean, all my products pretty much have at least a 24% profit margin built in. However, whenever I launch new SKUs, it's worth noting that I will typically price them very competitively and leave like maybe 10% profit in there just initially to get the initial sales momentum going. You know, when you don't have reviews and you're new, obviously do everything you can to make a killer product listing, but you want to entice people to buy your product with a competitive price. You know, give them a reason to consider buying from you when you're not proven compared to the people that have been selling longer than you that have lots of reviews. So I always price competitively, and that will affect your ACOS, because if your product is priced lower and the amount of money you have to spend on advertising to get that sale is high, you might often be selling at a loss. That will impact your ACOS because there's less wiggle room, right? Like if you have to spend $5 to generate a sale and the product costs 20, what is that? That's 25%. But if you have to spend $5 to generate a sale and the product costs 30, it's 1/6. I can't do that math right now. All right, so that's pretty much it for Amazon FBA. Let's jump into Amazon merch. All right, guys, so Amazon merch, I did 251 sales, generating $5,166.46 of revenue, of which I kept $1,063.34 as my royalties. My average royalty per sale was $4.23, and my profit to date was $4,150.04. So the big story for this month was, as you can see here in my blurred out sales chart from Pretty Merch Pro, by the way, if you guys didn't know how to get this sales dashboard, go ahead and check out Pretty Merch. The link is in the description as usual. But my top selling shirt was a Game of Thrones themed shirt. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking Game of Thrones, like that's not allowed. No, it's not allowed, right? But you can get creative. Like there's people searching for Game of Thrones themed shirts. It's obviously not officially a Game of Thrones shirt, but you can do things like grab a quote from the show, make it a play on words. And this one that was my top seller on the month was completely original. Like it just popped into my head. I threw it up on Amazon. It started getting sales and eventually got some reviews. And next thing you know, I'm pricing it at $19.99. Like you can see right here, it's got a $5.06 average royalty. So that means that at some point I did up the price to $19.99 and I was generating $5.23 per sale, which is very nice. And so it was doing good, and it wasn't like infringing on Game of Thrones. It didn't mention the word Thrones in the listing at all whatsoever. But people that were searching for the quote or something similar to the quote that was original from the show, you know, I tweak a word or two and Amazon starts indexing my listing and promoting it because it's converting people. It was a good month from that perspective. The second best selling as well, Game of Thrones themed. After that, it was all evergreen. This is why I target mainly evergreens, guys, because the Game of Thrones stuff, like the final season was airing on HBO this month, and that means that it's gonna come and go. You know, you can't count on these sort of sales year round. But for the time being, it was good. You know, I knew it would be hot. I was telling people in my Facebook group and telling my students, like, hey, Game of Thrones is gonna be a hot trend, sending them some examples of designs. And I've even published some to YouTube kind of showing you how you can get away with targeting these really hot trends without breaking the terms of service, getting strikes against your account. Granted, you're always kind of risking it. Like if it is a Game of Thrones shirt or audience if it's a Game of Thrones audience that's buying it and it goes to manual review, they'll probably understand it, you know, and you might get in trouble, but you're really at more of a risk of somebody like trademarking whatever it is that your shirt says, the quote from the show, and then you get in trouble. But that's always the risk you run with print on demand. Like you can have a design that's selling for 2 years and then someone trademarks it tomorrow and it gets pulled when the trademark goes live. So you always have to pay attention to those things. You can go to like Merch Titans, their web app, which I have a link in the description, and you can go to Merch Informer. They have automated trademark checks. So if you are being diligent and keeping like a list somewhere of your shirt titles, just go ahead and pop those into the trademark checker, and it'll every day throughout the day perform checks against the USPTO database and send you alerts if any of your niches do get trademarked. However, the tools are definitely not perfect. Like they don't do exact string matches on the searches. They'll do partial, which means that it may guess incorrectly that something was trademarked that's not actually something that will get your design pulled. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's getting there, but it's still in its infancy in their viability. But if you want to keep your account safe, which you should, it's definitely worth using. Both of those tools are a couple bucks a month to use. So go ahead and check out either one of them. Links should be in the description. And that's pretty much it for Amazon merch. Let's move on to dropship print on demand. All right, so dropship print on demand. I made 326 sales, generating $1,969.33 of profit, bringing my 2019 profit to date up to $6,017.94. Of my sales, 200 came from Amazon, 0 from eBay, 66 from Etsy, and 60 from Redbubble. So my profits month over month from March to April were up 24.2%. I continued to add new products every day as fulfilled by merchant print on demand products through Seller Central. So my Amazon catalog of offerings was always growing. Also, I was spending tons of time using the Merch Titans automation uploader to make my existing catalog of designs available on additional platforms, namely TeePublic, Teespring, Spreadshirt, and Zazzle. It also integrates with Redbubble, but I'd already manually uploaded everything there, so and I am using it to re-upload to Redbubble just to make them available on more products, because when I was doing it manually, I only focused on t-shirts primarily and sometimes stickers. Also, I've been re-uploading to Amazon merch because if you do the math, like they're starting to fall off from when I uploaded in the fourth quarter from 2018's Q4, because they were only available for 180 days. If they didn't sell, they'd fall off, and I always want to keep my products available for sale on Amazon. One note about Etsy promoted listings, I reduced my bid after crunching my numbers. So I'll crunch the numbers for my April report in May, and in early May, I pulled back my promoted listings max CPC, max cost per click, to see if it had an effect on my promoted listings analytics, because I realized that I had a 38.9 ACOS for the month of April, which is crazy. I don't know why it spiked so much. The thing is, typically, like with, my average bid was 16 cents and Etsy was spending 12.6 cents. Yeah. And, so I just pulled it back to 11 cents max bid, and I will report on how that went, when the time comes. But yeah, just interesting. Keep an eye on your ACOS for Etsy. I tend to, rather than try to optimize things at a per listing basis, I like to do it just like across, I have over 1,000 listings live. So I try to do it like at a high level just because it's more convenient for my time than going and looking at every single listing constantly and trying to optimize the bids on a listing to listing basis. Not that that can't be done, obviously, but it's just not something that I want to spend time doing. In total on the month, I did $6,110.98 in sales, which earned me a 5% Printful volume discount, which will be applied to my May sales, which means I get an extra 5% profit margin across the board on any sale that comes through Printful. This should be everybody's goal, to hit this volume discount number, to hit any level of it. This is the minimum, $5,000 in a month of sales to get a volume discount. But yeah, whenever you're able to achieve that, guys, it's great for your following month. And that's it for print on demand. So let's recap everything. All right, guys. So to recap, April 2019, I did $10,830.80 from Amazon FBA of profit. $1,063.34 of Amazon merch royalties, $1,969.33 of dropship print on demand profit, and $139.34 of Google Ads profit. In total, this generated $14,002.81 of passive income profits on the month. And guys, just remember, this is in addition to me working a 9-to-5 day job, and in April I was also teaching 3 college courses per week. So, this is truly passive if you think about it. Like I have a life too, in addition to this. So guys, this is why passive income is so important. This is why I preach that it's not just about trading your time for money, but investing your time in future returns that are passive, right? So that you can go about your life and still continue to make this money to live off of, should you choose to quit your job, which one day I'm sure I will. But for the time being, I'm making it work while working 2 jobs and making just under $15,000 of passive income in a month. So guys, if you're liking what I'm preaching here, check out any of my free mini courses. I teach you how to get started with Amazon FBA for free. They are daily lessons delivered to your inbox. You can sign up below, or Amazon merch, or dropship print on demand, getting started with the Printful Etsy integration, guys. It's all good stuff. I've received nothing but positive feedback. If you're interested, guys, please check it out using the link below. And that's it for this month's income report. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, hit me up below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. But that's it, guys. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you at the next one.